Washington, it's Husky Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the USC Trojans and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Trojans ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Start on the ground with Washington. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be looking to run. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He'll try it again. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Finds his tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Running inside. It's Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
4th down, Williams. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Throwing, Williams. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And we're even here in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. The running back has it. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback may change this route. Williams. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Washington. On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here's Williams to throw. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. The give is to Miller. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Miller. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Gets it out quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
Running inside. It's Miller. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some...
Fires and picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here's a give to Washington.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams, he's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Got his man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husky.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Trojans! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Miller with the ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Williams will pass. Got him downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Barber. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. To throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Bowman. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score.
Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 4 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Huskies, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Moss. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's a give to Washington. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington. They take the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Mayaba. He makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Bowman. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, fire. Flip, flip, flip.
And send the tight end in motion.
Go, go.
Give to Washington again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they can't make the connection. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to run for it. There's some room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husky. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. He's going to let it go. And it's his fourth interception of the game.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Picks up the first down. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Washington. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Williams. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Washington again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They'll go with Washington. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Gotta find a completion on this one. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.